complaints on Doctor Who Facebook groups about on the colour Daleks. See, that I think they do themselves a misservice. I think you should voice like you're unsure about the idea. That's fine, right? I have no problem with that. But like to like really viscerally attack it and have too much conversation before it comes out, then I think that's foolish, right? I think that's foolish. Wait and see what they're going to do, right? That's really my bottom line. Wait and see what they're going to do. So they shared some images from it, but something Tom pointed out. No, these are images from the Daleks. This is stills from that they colorize, right? And they're absolutely right. I've seen these stills before. I don't know, maybe these as a color guide, but this doesn't excite me. I need to see a trailer, and that they didn't put out a trailer is bizarre. I like the choice they went with, like white gray for the console rather than lime green. I think that was a good idea, right? I think that was I think Barbara's jersey just looks a bit too bright. Right, it looks like too bright pink, right? In my opinion, right? In my opinion. Then we got oh, hello, Ducky. Again, I like that they're emulating the lighting from the Peter Cushing movie, right? It's interesting, right? I mean, look, okay, the color scheme there looks a bit better. This looks funky. Again, they're very much emulating the Daleks movie. Now, here's the thing: what do they have a color guide of what they look like in real life on set? Like, what color did they make the set? All right, it's it strikes me that they weren't this bright, right? It strikes me that it was more muted. Do I like it? I don't know if I like it till I see it in action. All right, again, this is definitely a still. How do I feel about it? I don't know. I love the idea of taking classic Doctor Who and presenting it in a way that it will make it accessible for new people, right? I really genuinely do like that idea. I think it's a good thing, right? I am on board for that. It's all down to if it'll work, right? I've often said I wish they would do this thing with Survival, right? Change the music, change the effects, and you know, you have make it a movie length episode, and I think you have something that people would watch. I think you have something that will do quite well. So that that would be my anyway. We're going to do a proper inspection of that on Thursday. If the colors are not 100% real, who cares? It's something new. Okay, listen, I think it's HD called Blurro Visions. Does Mrs. Rabbi watch with me? Says somebody earlier. It was Lonnie. I remember you said, where was that? I was going to answer you, but where was it? You asked me that. Does Mrs. Rabbi watch Doctor Who? No, she does. My kids used to. Well, they got too old. And I don't have grandkids yet. Right, so who knows, or dare to dream when that may go down. Fine. So again, so that's the ruminations about the Daleks. Right now, I'm pro. Right now, I am leaning towards saying, yeah, this is probably a good thing. We've got some what's it called again? Location filming, right? Unit is back. They like their logo. Will there be a Unit spin-off? Well, we haven't seen any location filming for a spin-off with Unit, right? Unless this is it. I don't think this is it, right? I don't think this is it. Millie Gibson is back for season 15. Don't really like this. I mean, like, she's not looking that hot there. I think it looks like a bit of boob taping downs going there. No, Millie, darling. Millie, push up bras the way you want to go. Push up. Because you got a lot of push up, and that's a good thing. That is a good thing, right? So this guy is in Doctor Who. Some people say they recognize him. He might be famous. The plot is something to do with aliens and money. Oh, see, they're back filming They were filming for, I think, the Christmas special over here that we're going to see in about 1 month and 9 days, right? Till we see the first shooty adventure. 1 month, that's really quite exciting. Again, I'm looking forward to seeing the interior of the TARDIS, frankly. There you go, 1 month, 9 days. Yeah, so this is I assume it's the same location. This was the location of where Anita Dobson lived or somebody like that on this road. And it was the same area of London. It was from, was it not Cardiff, around Bristol, right? Where Rose was set. So, it's somewhere in the Russell T Davies universe. But, and this stuff doesn't really do much for me, I have to tell you. I have no real context to look at this in until I see what it's actually like. So somebody's saying they recognize him and he's famous. He's in Doctor. When are you going to come back? Don't know who he is. So it's something to do with some demonstration about alien technology and aliens and something like that. Where's the money coming from? I know. Show us the tech. So what's going on there? And fortunately, Unit has they never had a racial hiring policy, but now they protect the Earth by with fat chicks. Okay, good. Man, like who is this? The ancestral Porkins from Star Wars? Stay on target. And that guy, like. And what were they doing with that fat guy in the sky in the X-wing fighter? That just looked stupid. Right? Stay on target. Was he the fat guy? I mean, it would explain why the Y-wings were slower ship. But like, look, I don't know if you want to have. I was going to say, if you want to have women who are going to be like, in physical action roles, they got to look they're up for it. And then I started to think about that show Foundation, which was 1/3 of a brilliant show. Oh, it was agony, right? 1/3 of it was brilliant. You had Lee Pace in one storyline, who played the Emperor, who was a clone of himself. So you had an old version of him and a young version of him, and they made a kind of a family. That was really fascinating. Then you had it got more annoying as it went along, but the stunning and brave genius, who is the black woman who's the key to everything, right? I say black woman because that's what it was on the casting sheet, right? And then the one, and that sort of worked, but it was a bit of a religion-hating yet insane religious moron woman character. And then the one that really didn't work on, you had the third setting where it was like a frontier planet, and you had a gruff action figure, black woman, with a soft kind of feminine boyfriend, right? That one really didn't work at all, right? Oh man. So yeah, maybe being butch doesn't really help. Again, it looks silly, right? It looks silly. How to tell you? Do I have any video footage? Let's have a look. I think I did. Or did I not bother because it just looked kind of pointless? It did. It was just people. It really wasn't anything, right? It really wasn't anything at all. So fine. I'm dying. Let's move on to the news. Where is it? Everything is hard. She cried. No, that's not the one I wanted. Let's try this over here. There you go. Let's go back to this one. Drink. Back to Ben Cook and his Daleks of Doom. So this message has been going around from Doctor Who filming locations. Potential spoiler one. So this is for the Regency episode. Do I have a picture from it? I can grab a picture from it because people have been Facebooking me about it all day. Was it this one over here? This will take me to it. What was this one? It's a famous picture of Millie Gibson in Regency era. I thought a bunch of people sent it to me today. No, not that one. It's the. I think that account might maybe even be closed down now. Hang on. Doctor Who set _ DW. Have they deleted their page? Oh no, so they're still there. Hang on. Oh, here it is. Finally. And the tweet's since been deleted, apparently. Where am I up to? Oh, where's the bloody picture? I just had it. Now it vanished. Right? Really? Messages, wasn't it? Try again. Yeah, it was sent to me in a message. Oh, that's interesting news as well. We have to deal with. Oh, it's all going on. Just got a bit of breaking news. Fine. Yeah, we just put up this new bit of breaking news. Fine, we'll get to that next. That's really interesting. Anyway, so fine. So this is from. I just read the picture from it. Where did I put the picture? All right, this episode, the Regency episode there with Shooty Gatwa and Jeffrey Groff, who apparently is famous for Sex in the City. No, that's somebody else. I don't know. He's been in stuff, right? So season 14, episode 6 information. Villains of the episode are birdmen, bird-shaped like humanoid men with feathers stuck to their face. That sounds like a Russell T Davies era villain. Like, let's make an animal, not an animal, right? One of the main henchmen is the Duchess Indira Varma, who was like, Jeff Groff is a time agent and shares a long scene with Shooty and a kiss. Now, if you remember, Captain Jack did exactly the same thing, right? Captain Jack did indeed share a kiss with Christopher Eccleston. So could it be like that? I get the feeling they want to push their luck a lot more, right? That's the vibe I'm getting, right? That they just want, let's see how far we can push this envelope. Can we push it all the way up their arse, right? Because I don't know, that might be the way to go. Anyway, so if you're in America, you may have been very miffed at the lack of Doctor Who on Disney, and I am as well. There's no information about Doctor. It's coming like being on the 25th or anywhere near that in Israel on Disney Plus. So I guess we're going to have to go for the good old fashioned VPN and VPN and a pirating method. And I don't feel bad about that at all. I mean, I'm literally paying for Disney Plus for that, right? Breaking 600 episode classic is streaming in the USA. United States and Canada fans available today at Tubi. We'll have 600 episodes of a classic episodes of Doctor Who. So that seems like, why is it not on Disney Plus then? Who the hell is Tubi? What the hell? Tubi keeps going. Is this even going to open up in Israel? Let's have a look. Okay, watch by any means. Oh, by the way, it looked like a really good movie on Netflix. I saw they had. Where's Doctor Who? I saw they had. What's it called again? The Crown started. So I looked at the first couple of minutes of it. Okay, this looks like Skinamax, essentially. This is the Farscape. Wait a minute. Get out of here. Who is Tubi? Terminatrix. What's the name of these movies that that we're not watching you right now? No. Go away, Tubi. Browse. Cult classics. Let's have a look at cult classics. Okay, this is weird. Doctor Who. I mean, I guess it's not in my Doctor Who, am I on it? This is so weird, and it's just like free. Doctor Who is very good as it happens. I have to tell you, that's a recommend. I really like that movie. Well, they're here. So let's see if this plays. Yeah. Okay. Who the hell is Tubi? Anyway, if you want streaming Doctor Who, why is this not Captain Close-Up? Why is this not Black and Steve? This is awesome. Okay, this is just designed to get super high with. Right? TV comedies. Let's see what they got with TV comedies. This is Rhoda Martin's laughing, blimey. How Alfred Hitchcock presents a comedy. The original Whose Line Is It? Okay, so this is like lots of old TV shows. Let's see what else they got. Okay, Tubi, you have my interest. Right? Dramas. Don't recognize any. The Dirty D. No, don't recognize any. Farscape, yes. Farscape's good. Electrarena. A Woman Called Moses. Sexless. Black Excellence. Really? This is just a lot of weird shit. Right? This is just. Do they have reality shows? What else they have? They just have a lot of weird shit. Reality TV. What's foreign TV? Prime TV is always fun. Oh man, they got the Basil Rathbone Sherlock Holmes. Get the hell out of here. No, this is Ronald Howard. Blimey. What year was that from? Do they have the 54? Blimey. No, that's before Basil Rathbone? Okay, so this is the knockoff Sherlock Holmes. Is it in the Igor Petrovich? Is it a Russian version? This is but no Doctor Who, right? No Doctor Who. Let's see what else we got. Para families. What's a para family? And we'll look at foreign TV quickly as well. That might be under foreign TV. Alaska Monster. Okay, this is just weird shit. Joy painting. That was fun. But generally speaking, this is all just weird shit with Doctor Who. Right, what's on foreign TV? Hello, I'd like something foreign, please. Would like some Love in Chains? Yes. Love in Chains. White Guard, Flint. Okay. So this is foreign TV, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if they've got any other weird anime. No, I'm not really an anime fan. Family movies, no. LGBTQ plus, no. Reality, romance, sci-fi, fantasy, right? This, and then we'll move on. Well, they got the George C. Scott Christmas Carol. Blimey, the full rip-off. That who stars in that? No. I don't want to know. I just want to know who's in it. Max Aaron might be nobody. This is like every rip-off movie ever, and Doctor Who. If you're in America, it's dumb that it's not. Oh, got the original Metropolis though. It's dumb that it's not all on Disney Plus. If they can have this on this, why is this not on Disney Plus? I mean, it really is Bizarroville. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, if all Doctor Who's on this, why is it not on Disney Plus? That's really strange, right? I mean, that we all agree that's really strange. So, fine. So let's go over here a bit more news. Oh, so this is going on as well, which actually this is, I think, actually a little bit more exciting. JWC reviews is here. Do JWC reviews. So fine. So Big Finish lands at BBC Sounds. So BBC Sounds are getting both the Lost stories and some Big Finish stories. So if you're not into Big Finish, I recommend this, right? Generally speaking. All right, let's have a look at these stories. The beginning, I think that was a companion chronicle, right? Let's have a look. We'll do Big Finish. So a quick look. Let's see if there's any good on Sontaran sketches. So by actually, Bellatrix Instant is actually quite good, but you need to get the whole season at least, probably more. That was when they're doing Bernie Summerfield and they're interchanging it with books, and it wasn't really that good. None of these ones are really great. King of Sontar, Eternal Battle. I don't really remember it, right? Which is a sign it's not great. Man, this is down to $25 download. 10th Doctor Adventures. Yeah, Into the Stars. It's just generic. First Sontarans, I remember being quite good at 618, and then you got the Sontarans with it didn't actually feel like very much like a William Hartnell story. Is the problem, right? It didn't. It felt more like I'm on the wrong screen. Dang it. Hang on, doink. There you go. If it didn't really feel like a first Doctor story. Heroes on Sontar, freaking awesome, right? That for $6, that's worth it. 618. The first Sontarans is an abandoned story. Colin Baker and Nicola Bryant. Well, that's what Nicola Bryant. Who wrote that? Andrew Smith. It was it didn't get made, so yeah, that's because Starlight Robbery was quite good. That's the Sylvester McCoy one, and Terror of the Sontarans. Anything with the War Doctor, if that's down to 15, that's worth it. You should nab it now, right? You should totally nab it now. 8th of March, never ever nab it, right? Never ever nab it. Missy Series 2, no, that's when you got the Lumiere comes in. Oh god, that's an awful character. Penos the Gang I never listened to. They just kind of annoyed me. Unit. They didn't have my favorite. Where's my favorite Sontaran story? I think it's Heroes on Sontar. This is the best. Yeah, this is really good. This is the best Big Finish Sontaran story. Anyway, I digress. We're looking at the stories available on BBC Sound. So these are free, right? So the beginning, right? Where is it? Sort of Orion. Where is it? It is the beginning. Hang on, let me have a look. I'm making sure I'm getting the right thing. It was a companion chronicle. I'm sure of it. I say I'm sure of it. That's always a sign I'm wrong. The beginning, right? I'm looking for the right thing. Hang on. Is it? Really? Hey, we'll do the companion chronicle. We'll go for it that way. Everything is hard. Doctor, the doc. No, I don't want the Doctor. Wrong one. I want the companion chronicles. Doctor Chronicles, no. The companion chronicles. There you go. Boys from the Dwarf. It was one of the more recent ones, but it was okay. So it was before Luna Romana. Okay, the Companion Chronicles, the beginning. That's really annoying. So Oh my! If you listen to this, and you want to like download it for yourself, I have a much better cover with a much better prototype TARDIS on it. So this is written by Mark Platt, starring Caroline Ford as Caroline Ford as Susan, telling the story of how they ended up with the TARDIS. And Terry Malloy was on there as Quadrica Ston, who was a Gallifreyan workman, right? And they have quite a nice little trilogy. So, but yeah, that's a good one to start with, right? That is a good little story. If you want to see this how the story continues, that you get one, the Dying Light, that's the second Doctor story, and then this the Luna Romana, that just goes on too long, right? There's 3 Romanas in that, and it just goes on way too long. I mean, that's really the problem with it. So the wrong thing. So what's the next story they got? It is iSource Network. So this isn't bad. This is a what do they call this range? Not Lost Stories. This was this is Second Doctor story. But what's the name of the range they got? The Early Adventures, right? So they did like adaptations of Missing Story, of Lost stories that they didn't, not Missing stories that they didn't make, and they were really good, right? But essentially, you had Fraser Hines playing the Second Doctor and Jamie, and his Second Doctor is excellent, right? Absolutely excellent. So this is what's this? It's a cyber story, but they get caught in a slug planet or something like that. The Dr. Jamie and Zoe, after leaving Earth, having successfully defeated so it's right after Invasion, which I love. Invasion. That really is, I think, one of my favorite Troughton stories. The cyber fleet is exploding, but there's something isn't escaping through the massive vaporized debris. In hot pursuit, the Doctor and friends find themselves on a mysterious planet where strange beasts slither through the streets of a deserted city, and an old enemy lurks beneath the sea. Yeah, so a bit of the exploding Cybermen survive, and they end up in a planet of the Slug people, and the Doctor has to save them. Right? And it's written by Nick Briggs, which is normally a sign it's going to be good. So Out of Time, I guess this is the first one. This is David Tennant meets Tom Baker's Doctor. Out of Time. Blank. No, I don't want to. Out of Time. And again, that these are all free is I think pretty darn impressive. So I assume it's this one. My only complaint about this story is this. It's only 60 minutes long. It's not. It really could have gone 2 discs. They did 3. This is when David Tennant was in lockdown and he's worried he was never going to work again because he's David bloody Tennant, right? Scooby Tip skips Unearthly Child as well, says Lord. That's fascinating. And just why is that not on Disney Plus? It makes me crazy. It really does make me crazy. Unbelievable. So they're in this gallery at the end of the unit outside time and space to go to contemplate, and basically the Fourth Doctor and the 10th Doctor meet each other. They work very well together. I just wish there was more of it, really. It's really fun, right? Did they have a video of that? They must have a video. They really... I can't believe they didn't make a video trailer of that. I'm sure they did. It was... They totally did for all those ones. The Assassination Game. Excellent. Oh, man. So this is a 7th Doctor story. Assassination. No, I'm spelling it wrong. Assassination Game. Oh, here it is. 1960. So this was a trilogy of stories from the 50th anniversary, all set in 1963, and with the 5th, 6th, and 7th Doctor. They're all independent stories. So this is the 7th Doctor meets up again with, so this will be a month later, November, right, with countermeasures. And it's really rather good, right? Who wrote this? John Dorney. He's a solid writer. London, the end of November 1963, the time had changed. The old guard is being swept away by the white heat. I love white heat is how they described how hot Doctor Who was when it started. Of technology. Political scandals are the talk of the town. Britain tries to maintain an international role. Fanatics assassinate charismatic politicians. And Group Captain Gilmore is trying to get his fledgling counting measure group off the ground. When his life is saved by a familiar bearing figure, he knows something terrible is going on. Whilst Rachel is investigating an enigmatic millionaire and Alison is undercover with an extremist organization, Gilmore discovers a sinister plot with roots centuries old. The Doctor and Ace are back in town. Again, this is available free. That's really exciting. This is the best of the 1963 ones, though. It's a shame they didn't do this one. Fanfare for the Common Men. This one's great, right? So this is basically there's a group that does what the Beatles were going to do, but it's a different group, and they're basically stranded aliens. This is fantastic, right? I really love it. However, it's not free. Stick with the free ones. Please keep in mind, I am a Jew giving you financial advice, which by definition means you should listen, right? You should listen. When I say stick to the free ones, I think I'm being quite good. And you got one clunker, although it's worth listening to because it's so bad, right? It's so mind-meltingly bad. Mind of Hodiak. So this was it's not coming up. Mind of is it the Hodiak? There you go. Mind of the Hodiak. There you go. This is absolutely awful, right? Shockingly awful. This was Russell Davis's spec script for Doctor Who. It has a bunch of vaguely realized ideas that weren't really coming together well in a boring story. It was weaker than most Colin Baker stories. It's really bad, right? It's really genuinely bad. $16 well badly spent if you bought it. I recommend against that strongly. If you want Russell Davis Doctor Who on audio, there's one I can wholeheartedly recommend. Is this one? It's fantastic. I listen to it every year. Damaged Goods. It's New Adventures, Seventh Doctor, Quedge and Forrester. It's an adaptation of his book he wrote for the New Adventures. I really enjoy this one, right? It's really good, right? But that's pretty darn good. That's pretty exciting. So also you've got missing stories as well. So what else we got? Hang on, let me close down some windows. I've got too much going on. Marco Polo, Dalek Mars found, Will in Space, and Mission to the Unknown. Blimey, that's a good combination. Where is it? Where's BBC Sounds? I got to open up somewhere. Children in Need, Big Finish. There we go. It's opening up. So again, this stuff is available for free. I'm like, okay. I'm showing my Jewiness, obviously. So William Wassell does the narration for Marco Polo. Marco Polo is excellent, right? Peter Purvis for Dalek Master Plan and Mission, and Wendy Parry Wheel in Space. Dalek Master Plan, it's so much fun. So Wendy Parry does Wheel in Space. Oh, they did the whole Dalek Master Plan. That's really worth listening to. 12 episodes of awesomeness, right? And then Marco Polo, again, a very different style of story, right? Dalek Master Plan is, okay, you see this so clearly in season 2. The Blu-ray box set, right? It goes 64, 65, I think, right? So it starts off, you have Verity Lambert is in charge of Doctor Who, and you got Dalek Invasion of Earth, which is like real solid drama fare, right? And it's very well grounded drama. And then it gets like, the season gets really silly there afterwards. You have Kokilion, the rescue, and then the Romans, which is just like, I love the Romans, right? I love the Romans, but by the time you get to like Dalek Master Plan, which is next year, and this year they have the chase, it's very, very comic booky. Like it's very like Dalek. It's like Dalek TV 21 Adventures, and it's a real noticeable difference. So Go from Marco Polo, which is heavy, Verity Lambert, real old school quality drama, right? And it's excellent. I love Marco Polo. It's one. I mean, if you want one of the great Big Finish missing adventures, that's Farewell Great Macedon, which is very similar to this, which is about Alexander the Great. But yeah, no, it's really excellent, right? It's really genuinely excellent. And did I mention it's free? Again, I don't know. Look, this might be this might be my Jewish heritage speaking, but it's free. What do you want me to? I don't tell you. Rabbi, calm down. It's already a story. Disney wants nothing to do with audio unless it's a movie soundtrack or a musical. It should all be on Disney Plus. All of this should be on Disney Plus, right? All of this should be on iPlayer. Well, I understand being on BBC Sounds as opposed to iPlayer, right? I think the access is both, right? So BBC really, that BBC has it more together than Disney should be amazing to me, but it's really not, because Disney is just like, Disney, they're useless, they're awful, right? Right? Yeah. Disney sits around all day working out how not to make money. I want that's how I once said Peter Davison at a convention described BBC Enterprises that oh man, they found a body of a hostage. I'm sorry. Body of hostage Yehudit wives recovered today in Gaza, and that means they've been killing them. Boy. Sorry, I literally just had that come in. Oh man, it's so terrible. Anyway, sorry. Back to BBC Sounds. Tibia's Galaxy 4, meh. Galaxy 4 is such a bizarre animation. By the way, my Underwater Menace should be coming in any day now, so I'll be able to review that. So that's good news. What else do we have going on? Oh, so let's do this next. We'll do Walk next. Over here. So big news, new issue of Vault magazine. Now, if you haven't got Vault, it's unbelievably good, right? It's it's a fanzine, but saying fanzine underplays it. These things are like thick, like nearly like telephone directories, right? You get really large tomes. So the Enclave Doctor Who comics, it's all about Doctor Who comics. It's called Vault. Returns its 6th issue in November 2023. And available order now. Edited and designed by Colin Brockers and Gareth Kavanagh. This 180-page volume celebrates the genesis of the show in 1963 and has features interviews of the talents from both sides of the camera. I remember when The Frame was coming out in the 80s, right? And I was there when it just started, and people were like blown away by the quality of that magazine. All right, this is the same kind of quantum leap. There are 3 covers available. Yeah, this one from the guy who's doing the what's it called again? The Rose and the Dark, who's doing the illustrated books, right? That's okay. And it also comes with a meeting in the common. This one is by Jeff Cummings. I like this one a lot, right? It's good. It's very nice and atmospheric, but the one I will go for 100% is I love this one. Right, by Andrew Alton and Colin Brockers. I love this one, right? This is the one for me. Yeah. And I think the colorization of this one kind of works better than the one else we're saying in the Daleks. 3 fabulous covers to choose from. Exclusive DVD to thrill. Get ready for a deep dive into the very best art and interviews of scholarships found as we rapidly approach our 6th anniversary of Doctor Who on November 23rd. So highlights issue 6. Yeah, there's a fan who's been doing these beautiful drawings of companions at the front page of their not the target novelizations. I like this one, Karen. It's lovely. Away from space to catch up with Karen Ford to discuss her memories of the earliest days. This is nice. I mean, imagine Doctor Who magazine and then imagine it full of things you're interested in reading, right? And that's where you go. It's a real worth every penny, this thing. Taking a view from the characters, Andrew Alton painstakingly reconstructs the sets and conditions of filming of Unearthly Child. I don't know why. You know why? I was going to say, I don't know why I find this interesting, yet normally I find these reconstructions completely uninteresting. Because they took the point of view from the director's gallery. And I'm like, oh, now it's more experiential. It's very cool. Man, the TARDIS set was huge, right? The TARDIS set was very huge. Exclusive interview with Mark Gatiss and actor Brian Cox discussing the making of the 2013 William Hartnell era Adventure in Time and Space. Desperately seeking Reg, Vault editor Colin Brockhurst turns detective seeking the trail of the very first actor to grace Doctor Who, the mysterious Reg Cranfield. He must be the cop, right? Who stands outside. Who was the family who? Take a deep dive into the lives of Doctor Who's first family, the Hartnells, recollection of his daughter Anne Karney and the rare room of Bill's wife Heather Hartnell. Brand new interviews with video mixer Clive Dong. He's great on the Blu-rays and DVDs, right? Radiophonic Workshop Brian Hodgson. Two television pioneers who broke new ground while working 1963 10,000 BC. And then Hunters of the Burning Stone. Freaking awesome. This was the 50th anniversary a story. Come back to the tribe of Gum, right? It was freaking awesome. Yeah, 1 second. Just get people WhatsApping me. I hate WhatsApp. Maybe five my being. What's that? My wife's WhatsApped me something. Okay, fine. Nothing important. Hunters of the Burning Stone. Vault goes behind the scenes of Doctor Who's magazine's 5th anniversary story with strip writer Scott Gray. How he's only stayed in Doctor Who is beyond me, right? Because his Doctor Who stuff is excellent. I have to tell you, Scott Gray has kind of uniformly delivered strong stories for a good, 30 years now in Doctor Who magazine? I wish I'd let other people in, but like, he really knows what he's doing. But how he hasn't gone out into any other part of the comics world is beyond me, right? Maybe he has. I'm just unaware of it. In-depth illustrated articles on several Doctor Who's 1963 pioneers, including Jacqueline Hill, Anthony Coburn, David Whittaker, Norman Kay, Rex Tucker, Fred Rawlings, and much, much more. Plus, as well, short story by John Dorney and John Pill. Nice. Issue 6 features 3 brand new comic strips for the 1st and 15th Doctors. Interesting. Lance Parkin, illustrated, written by Lance Parkin, illustrated by Faze Rehum. Okay, so Riemann, I say. A curious book on the shelves of Shoreditch Library. Spells Danger of Doctor Susan, written by Lance Parkin, and art by Faze Rehman. And then you got the 50th Doctor somehow. History Bangs and Sticks. So this wouldn't be allowed in Doctor Who magazine because you're not allowed. He's embargoed until he appears on screen, I believe. History magazine. In 1963, there's a new Doctor at Cole Hill School. Not just the one, and not the one you expected by Paul Eggs or Simon Brett. This issue as a free gift of a brand new animation and archives features, include exploring the genesis of the show and intriguing what its sidesteps if the unknown. We're going to look at the this thing they did in a minute, a meeting at the Common, right, which is freaking gorgeous. I thought this was going to be a meeting at the Common, a dynamic 18-minute animation of the much-loved alternative opening of Doctor Who, as told by David Whittaker's 1964 animation in an exciting adventure with the Daleks. Directed and animated by Mel Marney, adapted by Ian Whitterton, and starring Stephen Noonan as the Doctor, Adam Graham as Ian, and Helen Stirling Lane, Barbara, and Kerry Early as Susan. So let's grab that. Doing here. We'll download that because this is fabulous, right? I believe this is the same guy that did the Celestial Toymaker animation, which is freaking awesome, right? It's just freaking awesome in every way, shape, or form. Like, here it comes. Let's pull that up. Excuse me while I whip this out. Video file. Hex Allen's doing it here. How you doing, Hex Allen? Nephilim Squadron is his book. It's always good. Go check it out. You got any campaigns going?
I stopped the car at last and let the fog close in around me. I knew I was somewhere on Barnes Common, and I had a suspicious idea it was the most deserted part as well.
I actually find his Ian much better than, who was it, Jeffrey Glover? Who did that? It was in Adventure in Time and Space.
Help. I'm Barbara.
This is just beautiful. I'm sorry, this is really beautiful.
We're right. Susan's in the road.
Oh my goodness. I say, you there! Are you trying to get us all killed? There's petrol everywhere!
What are you doing here?
Yeah, it's so worth it. It's such a great magazine, right? It really is such a great magazine. So yeah, big recommend. But the big news is going down tomorrow night. So Saturday night we will be going over this in detail. We'll probably watch this. Doctor Who is back at Children in Need, and it looks like it might be quite good, right? It looks like it might be quite good. It's a Dalek story, which makes me think it might be tying into the comic strip, which we'll be going over in a minute. So TARDIS lands in BBC Children in Need. Doctor Who is set to, which I won't be able to see because for me it'd be Sabbath. Doctor Who is set to blast back to the BBC. This year's Children in Need. This year's BBC Children in Need broadcast out of space with an exclusive scene that's not to be missed. Again, it's like in the Dalek creation, seemingly. Head of the 3 specials, the 60th anniversary of the brand new exclusive scene will have viewers smiling from ear to ear as David Tennant as the 14th Doctor who shares an encounter with this mysterious new character played by comedian Mawam Rizwan, no idea who he is. And then the Doctor uncovers an age-old mystery involving his oldest foes. Written by showrunner Rusty Davis, which is exciting. Look, he's a great writer. Can he get any? Can he get this scene done without any gay sex? Right, or any transgender, like, will he be able to get through it? I don't know. We'll find out. Right. This otherworldly special is specifically for BBC Children Need, just before viewers hop back into the TARDIS and the brand new set of adventures for the 3 specials coincide with the 60th anniversary in November, and they're starting to plug it quite big time now, from what I understand. And at the cover for Children Need, for the Radio Times that week just came out, and it's all Doctor Who, unless this is a Doctor Who commemorative special. Should I buy it? I mean, like, I bought the other ones, but I don't have them anymore, right? I bought the one from the 20th anniversary. That was always like a treasured possession, right? I don't know. Here, we'll look at that in a second. Anyway. Written by Rusty Davis, Children in Need. Just before the viewers hop back into the TARDIS of a brand new set of adventures for the 3 special in November, Children in Need viewers will also get a special glimpse of the creation of the scene in the newly announced Doctor Who Unleashed. Oh, so we get to see that at last. Will also feature a special treat as part of the broadcast in the exclusive behind the scenes. So again, it looks a bit cheap right now. It looks a bit Tales of the TARDIS right now. You shouldn't have it look cheap, right? David Tennant said, every year I was on Doctor Who, we did something for Children in Need. That's really why part of Rusty Davis' greatness. The way he wasn't able just to make a successful show, but the way he actively, continually kept it in the nation's memory, kept it in the nation's eye as something that they loved, right? Oh, they loved Doctor Who on Christmas. Oh, we love Doctor Who on Children. Oh, it's fun. Oh, a little bit. Yeah, we like that. It's very English. It's fun, right? I think that's what he wants to have coming back. Children Need is a national tradition. It's certainly a tradition that tradition, and Doctor Who is part of that. I'm so glad we're able to give Children Need viewers a little extra treat. Marwan Rizwan said, "It's such an unbelievable joy to work with my Whoniverse idols, David Tennant Rossi Davis. My inner child must be losing his mind. I guess so. Rossi Davis said, Doctor Who was a fine tradition of supporting children in need, and children need fine tradition of supporting Doctor Who, right? It goes two ways. And I hope the fans enjoy fans and new viewers enjoy this, be able to enjoy it enjoy and contribute to this wonderful, worthy cause. So tune in tomorrow night. So that's going to be exciting. So it's, again, clearly a Dalek-based thing.
My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. And ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.